There's no doubt about that. With Boston winning 111-101, if we saw them in the NBA Finals, obviously that would be maybe Adam Silver's dream, seeing those two teams go at it. But what did we learn from that game on Saturday between Boston and LA from the Lakers' perspective?
Boston takes you seriously. Hey, when's the last time you seen Tatum and Brown play 40-plus minutes at that level? I thought they were locked in. I thought that was an amazing game. Jason Tatum is, for our generation, most under-talked about star. I mean, it's just unbelievable what this guy does. He comes in and he's a scorer. He comes in and there's nothing that he's not doing now except he's going downhill so much more. And this is where he's dangerous, 6'9", 6'10" frame. And then when he has his opportunities, obviously they want to shoot 53s a game. He got the emerald green light, like this was the Wizard of Oz. But again, he's going downhill. You can't help that much because everyone has the green light. But this type of decision-making goes past a lot of people. And I thought his defense, starting last year during the playoffs, going into the finals, and this year, has been better. It doesn't get enough credit. And also, what we praise Shea about is how others get to eat off of his plate. Others have been eating off his plate for a while. Jaylen Brown has gotten better. Peyton Pritchard's gotten better. Porzingis when healthy. Obviously, Derek White. So for me, I think it starts with Jason Tatum, but then everyone else complements his best attributes. And that's like, hey, whatever you need me to do, I could do. And then if you're hitting tonight, you can go get 40. And then tomorrow I'll go get 40. And that's what's basically fun about the Boston Celtics. And even though I'm not a 53 ball a night guy, if I had 9 guys that could shoot, 37 plus, what am I going to say? Don't shoot? That's too many? Right. That doesn't make sense.
What'd you take away?
I mean, to your point, and kind of like how we talked about with Shea, there's a responsibility with being the best player. You can't just continue to show up and not get better.
Right.
From Tatum's first moment in the league, I've guarded him, competed against him, and he's definitely evolved his game where it's not just an ISO player.
Right.
I'm only going to go get mine. I'm putting my head down, and I'm just playing fast. He's poised. He picks his moments, like you said. He picks his spots. He has his kill spots, and he can pass. He uses his, 6'8", 6'9", 6'7", and he passes, and it's that allows his team to feed off of him. And then when they start double teaming, he comes off of it. Now you got to play one-on-one because everybody else is eating.
Yeah.
And then now he gets to do what he does
He's just making the right play. Before he would be like, I haven't shot 25 times. Let me shoot this left.
He's trusting. He's learning. Like you're growing as a basketball player. When I'm the best player, I'm going to have the ball. I don't have to shoot it all the time. I get my rhythm by just touching, swinging it, coming off it. And what he does great that he's very underrated as he rebounds.
Yeah.
When you rebound and you're the lead guy, you kickstart the offense. That's always the best thing because now you're running in transition. All eyes are on you, and now that's when you can set the table and then now make plays for yourself too.
Meanwhile, LeBron James leaving this game with a groin strain. He's expected to miss 1 to 2 weeks. LeBron saying immediately his mind went back to Christmas Day of 2018.
Oh my gosh!
But he does not believe. What do you have to say? Say it.
You know what his favorite cereal is? Captain Kangaroo. Boy, 2018. No way. I'm just kidding. No, he probably does remember stuff like that. He got a wild brain. But let's talk about it. I think this is going to be good for the Lakers. One, you get to rest Krusty Krab LeBron. Get him healthy for the playoffs. So number 2, number 3, whatever that is. I think they like that position when you look at, 6, 7, 8, right? I think, or 6 and 7, even
right.
5, 6, 7. For me, I also think it gives Luka now. You've already played some games with Bron. You know how that's going to go. We're still getting to see Luka. He looked a little tired in that Boston game at times because they were throwing 6 different people at him.
Yeah.
It's tough when Jaylen Brown has you, Derek White has you.
Physical defenders, right?
Very physical guard defenders, right? And they trust. Even Al Horford was getting out there moving in puppies. So for me, this is going to be good because now if something ever did happen to LeBron, knock on wood, Luka knows these are my plays. This is, I'll get back. I know what rotations, I know how to temper myself, and we're getting them into playoff shape. That's all that matters for the Lakers. Get healthy Luka and LeBron into the playoffs where they can control the pace of the game. And there's maybe 1 or 2 teams that I honestly think can beat them in a 7-game series if both of them are healthy and locked in. And we're not even talking about Austin Reeves. And he's been balling too with the addition of Luka.
And to your point, you know, how it could be a good thing. I was on the team when I was with the Lakers, and we played Golden State, I think, in the play-in, and Bron and AD ended up getting hurt. And we had no idea what to do.
Right.
We had no identity, who was our guy, and all that kind of stuff. Now you're kind of seeing how this trade really works in your benefit if you're the Lakers, where you almost don't really have to change your style of play because you can just plug and play, you know, Luka the way, the outlet, the initiating offense, the same way LeBron does, all the passes, the tough shot making, the play creating. Luka can do that as well. Now, you're not getting that same, you know, running the wings and transition like Bron does with Luka, but now that's where other guys fill in. You know, now let's Austin Reeves take a step up like he's been doing all season.
Right, just need to continue to get to the free throw line, right? Everyone talks about how much they go to a free throw line so much it's ridiculous, but they also are aggressive because they're not good shooters to get to the line and be physical. So for me, Luka, when he gets tired, is going to need to continue to push that envelope, but getting to the free throw line, getting your rest, and then getting a chance to set your defense once you make those shots.
Yeah, Luka's starting to shoot the ball better, too. You know, he said it struggled early on with that.
Yeah, he was tired. Big Dog was tired, right? You know, Ja played 9 games last year. I think he's only played 28 or 38 this year. So then you look at, like, the production from Desmond Bane has been balling. You look at, obviously, Jaren Jackson Jr. It might be Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's going to be an all-pro. Like, he's been balling this year in that leadership. And then you look at Ja, who's obviously blew up tonight. But now there were rumors about, oh, well, Ja might get moved or this or that. So I don't know how they approach that as a team, because when we talk about, and we watch basketball for everywhere, and for some reason nobody mentions Memphis as they have a chance to win it.
Like zero mention, honestly.
Right, zero mention.
Yeah,
but you look at the talent on his team, you look at the development of what they've done. You look at a guy like Scottie Pippen Jr., and obviously his numbers don't jump out, but you go, this dude wasn't really playing last year. Now he has a viable role on his team. You look at their development of their team. You know, Zach Edey was in the running for Rookie of the Year. Something happened, he kind of fell off. It's rookie wall, whatever. But we don't talk about them and what's missing. And that's what I want to ask. I think I know what's missing, but what's missing for you guys to put them with the Lakers now all of a sudden, to put them with the OKCs or the Denvers?
To me, what's missing, I think, to everybody on the outside is the teams that you said, their superstar, there's explosion moments.
Right.
They just go off and they take over. You know, they go on stretches of 30, 40. You know, Shea's going crazy. Ant-Man has runs of going crazy. Jokic and his triple doubles. You know, you're Ja Morant. We know how talented you are, what you can do. You know, do that. Put your team on your back. Now, as a point guard, yes, you got to set the table, get everybody better, and the development of his players, his teammates, like you said, Desmond Bane and, you know, Jaren Jackson Jr. Great, but when it comes to the playoffs, everybody's going to look into who is that guy that's going to